Welcome back to Diplomacy is Not an Option, and we are on mission 3 of our challenges. This piece of cake, very phantom menace. I always love the name that they choose. Of course, we're going to do it in ultra hardcore difficulty, and like the previous two, I managed to win it on the first try. That's what I'm going to show you now. Let's dive right in. If you have any questions, thoughts, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below, and of course, don't hesitate to smash the like button if you want to see more. This is quite a special one because you start with a lot of resources. You can see almost 5,000 wood, almost 3,000 stone, and many other things, including already being at level 3 for our town hall. So now we do need though to start expanding in terms of both the population and working. I'm also putting a number of towers just to get a clear view across the map, because right now I don't even know if there's peasants, if there's already people on the map. That's also why I'm creating one soldier to send a bit the soldier around, see what's happening. And a lot of builders' house, so that way I can really expand my city quickly, in particular also later when I'll need to, create walls, create towers. It's good to have many of these. So starting to discover the map, we see a number of mountains. That's good for the defense, in particular that side over here seems completely defended. Increasing my population, and we have, as always, a bit of food reserve, so we don't need to go full on full right away. But at the same time, given that we're increasing our population very quickly, for example, the next day we're gonna have more than 70 population just joining, you do need to not wait too long. And we're already at the end of the day 2, right? Putting a few of those towers again to see more of the map, and as you can see, there's actually nobody on the map. That's why it's a phantom menace. People are not on the map right now, but they're going to attack, and they're going to attack actually from all sides, basically. And when that happens, you have two choices. One is you defend sort of just your castle. You put a lot of towers just around your castle. The other is to use a bit more kind of sort of the terrain, the mountains, to defend choke points, to defend across different choke points. The negative element or this sort of defend against choke points is that means you have to separate, you have to split up your army across all of those choke points. Versus if you defend just at the center around your castle, then you can have sort of all your army in one place. But of course that means then that they're going to destroy everything else. So it can work for sort of the final assault or when there's only one wave, but it doesn't really work in general. Which is also why I don't really like to use that technique. I think it's more kind of normal to just go for those choke points, and that's what you'll see I'll do, but not now. We do have time. We're on day 4 and they're only attacking at day 13. We're already a bit lower on food, so that's why I'm increasing my food production, as you can see. And I'm increasing also my production of everything, because while we started with a lot of resources, it's definitely not enough to, wall my whole city. First choke point, you can see at the top, that's an easy one. All of the maps can be quite random, so siege engine was important too. I'm gonna want, for sure, at least. We have a few trebuchets from the start, but we're gonna want more. We're only on day 5, so it may seem early, but you do have quite a lot of walls to man and things like this, so it's good to start not too late. Start on day 10, for example, you'll never get it. And we have the resources too, so not waiting too long is good. Already some are empty, so expanding also to others. I should have probably done that even quicker, you know, just go very full on production right away. But once again, this was the first time playing this map, so I didn't know anything. I didn't know if there was already people on it. Adding one more tower so I can put a trebuchet a bit back, because they have, you know, they can't really attack just in front of them. They have the range. Well, we're definitely making some great progress, but already on day 7. That's why I said, you know, don't wait too long expanding the population again. Make sure we have as much as we can, because we need the biggest army possible to survive. This is to improve, this is a workshop, it improved the productivity of all of the building around, so in particular for farms, that's great. Starting to wall another part of the city and putting my crossbowmen on the walls. Need to improve. I didn't spend enough time improving all of this. That was a bit bad here. Putting a university to be able to do the research that decreases my food needs, because I'm starting to get quite a bit of population and therefore food requirements. But yeah, slowly but surely getting there. Doing one wall at a time. This one is a big one. You could also use, instead of just the mountain, some of the water, right? What they can't cross the water, at least for now. Maybe in the future they'll create boats, but for now the water is as if you had a mountain. And starting to put them on walls again. And putting a second layer and some towers. Giving some space so that they can come on and off those. But I'm not putting any doors, because I'm only making archers, I'm not making infantry. I don't need to go out, you know, it's only one wave. Builder houses, good to put them in priority building 1 so that they get done quickly and then they can help make more of everything that you need to do. Continue to increase my food production, because you definitely don't want to have famine before they attack. And we're already on day 9. This is quickly approaching. You know, when you're playing, I think this is also a bit of a stressful situation. But we're getting there, Adding a few more towers on each of the walls. There's a few people stuck over there, as you can see. Making more of everything. I've done the research for, you know, the food, so I deleted the university. I don't need it anymore. Few people that are stuck there because there was no door. And just add a door just because I don't like them to be stuck outside. They will die, of course, if they're stuck outside. It's not the perfect defense. Spoiler alert, I will lose a few troops. Really not a lot, just a few. We'll see that, and I'll also show you how I could have done better. But yeah, slowly but surely all those towers are getting ready. And at day 10, 11, the north is pretty well, and now we can see also where they're coming from. Basically all corner, you know. You can try to be a bit smart and not put double walls everywhere until you know exactly where they're coming from, but the reality, they're coming from everywhere, so you need double walls everywhere. Yeah, continuing to increase my troops. Do need to be careful, of course, about resources and in particular food. But we do have quite a bit now. I could have, I think, put even more builder's house. In particular, that way I could have probably put a first layer of wood, because I have a lot of wood. First layer of wood walls that protects, you know, my troops. And then I put only the troops on the stone walls. Still need to close at the bottom there. Oh, yeah, and also I made only one, you know, thing to recruit troops. I can create several, engineer or not. I can create several so that production of troops is quicker, especially at the end. Because at the end, what you can also do is you can stop all of the productions, you know, your things like food, wood, stone, you can stop all of them and get even more population back to transform them into troops. That's why I'm creating a second one there, but to be honest, I think it's a bit too late. Okay, putting siege engines a bit everywhere, a mix between the different ones, because they all have their sort of pros and cons. And we're closing that last piece over here. So we have walls across all corners now. It's not perfect, but we're getting there. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds before they come in terms of game time. Of course, given that I'm playing not at speed 1, it will come quicker. And that's also why you probably want to pause the game as much as possible when you're doing things like I'm doing right now. Creating even more people. Sending my people on the walls to be ready for this final assault. This is the moment you've all been waiting for, and me including, you know. Again, this was the first time I was playing the mission, so I had no clue how much was going to come. So you're like, have I done enough or not? You know, it's always hard to do. And in particular, you can see I've definitely not been spending enough time on my researches. They come from all. As you can see, I'm sending a few troops being summoned with my crystal to try to kill those siege engines that you can see, because they can do quite a lot of damage. It's good to focus on them first. And usually they stay a bit at the back at the army. That's why I like to wait a bit and then send those summons soldiers. They don't exactly attack all corner. You know, you can see some of the walls are less attacked than others. But that's life, you know, you can't really predict 100%. And again, I think it's more realistic also that I actually have walls everywhere, I have troops everywhere. But we're surviving, you know, for sure. I've lost a couple of people that mainly due to, you know, they were on walls, and when the wall fell, they fell. You can see 10 people dead, and I don't have a cemetery or anything like that, so we'll see exactly how many die by looking on the screen. We are 12 now, 13. At the north, you know, it was definitely easy. It's just here in the south we definitely didn't have enough. We only had one wall, one layer, right? That's where we lost a bet. But otherwise all good. So yeah, 20 that are lost, and we're almost done. Only 20 troops left, 20 lost against 21,000. They lost 20, we lost 21,000. That doesn't seem fair. But here it is, ladies and gents, how you can win the gold medal, ultra hardcore difficulty on the third mission. Don't hesitate to press the like button if you like this video, if you want to see more, to share in the comments below if you have questions or thoughts. I'd love to hear about it, and I hope to see you next time.